Happy VA Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about something pretty basic, but it's a question I get a lot. It's something that I see come up in comments. I see it on my Facebook comments. People are very curious, can I use my VA loan more than once? And the answer is yes, you can. Of course you can. So the big one is like, oh, well, I used it like in the 70s. I don't think I can use it in, yes, you can. If you used your VA loan 70s, 80s, 90s, even a month ago, and you paid off that house, of course you can use your VA loan again. Now, there is a misconception, and look, I used to be one of the people that thought this as well. So it's widely misconceived in the lending arena until you start doing quite a few VA loans. A lot of people think you can only have one VA mortgage at a time. They think that in order to do any next VA mortgage, you have to get rid of the first house. That's actually inaccurate. You can actually have multiple VA mortgages at the same time, and they could be zeroed down provided that you're within your entitlement window. And if you're like, well, wait, how do I calculate that? If you talk to a lender, like we call it the VA Max Mortgage Worksheet. We literally plug in some buttons, beep, boop, beep, boop, and it tells us yes or no, or what your loan amount would have to be. Sometimes, like let's say you were stationed at Fort Hood, right? And you bought a house while you were there, and now you're in San Diego. In a situation like that, because of how much, if you're keeping that Texas house, right, and you're going to turn it into a rental, on the San Diego house, you could still use VA, but you may be bringing in some money, and that's just because the housing out there is so expensive. So yes, it could still be VA. Yes, it's still generally going to be less down than a jumbo loan or even conventional, but if you're already using your entitlement elsewhere and you're pushing into one of those higher brackets for prices, you will be coming in with some money. However, right, if you were in Texas and now you're in North Carolina and you're buying some on the I'm not going to say inexpensive, because I don't think California prices are normal. I think they're extraordinary when you look around the country. So let's just say you're buying a couple normal houses. Odds are it will fit within your VA entitlement, so you're not having to bring in cash for that second house. And we see a lot of people doing this. It's not uncommon to talk to veterans or active duty members who have multiple homes and are utilizing their VA benefit to live in a house while they're stationed somewhere, and then turning it into a rental property afterwards. Now, the one key thing to know about that, and we'll do a video in depth on this, I'm thinking next week, you got to make sure it cash flows, because there's a lot of guys that are telling other guys, oh yeah, do it this way. But they bought their houses in like 2008, 9, 10, and 11 when the market was cheap. So they are cash flowing like crazy, whereas right now, can be a little tougher cash flow. So we're going to talk about some of that math to think about next week. But this week was just about, yes, you can use your VA entitlement more than once. And yes, you could even have a couple VA loans at the same time. And that's all okay. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys are all doing well.